Wow, wasn't this episode just beautifully animated? It had nice drawings, nice backgrounds, nice movements. Hopefully Infinite Animations will make more anime this good looking in the near future. Now, you're all probably thinking that because I think this anime is visually sound, I'll automatically like it because I'm such a sucker for technically strong anime and all that. But in all honesty, this is one of those times when a technically strong anime has not totally won me over. So in episode 1 of Regalia, The Three Sacred Stars, which according to AniChart is an original anime, so Infinite Animations can do pretty much what they want to do with this series, I assume, we open up with, you guessed it, a mecha battle. Now the action in said battle was not very clear, and it was mixed up with this girl being monitored inside a bunker, then there's a big explosion, and all the humans seemingly disappear. I know, right? It's really confusing stuff, but at least there was no cliche narrator spoon-feeding everything to us in like the first 5 minutes, or maybe some narration would have been helpful in this case. Then we get introduced to two sisters, Reina and Yui. Reina is smaller than Yui, and yet they both think that Reina is the big sister, just when you didn't think this episode could get any more confusing. Reina has this awkward attitude, yet is kind at the same time, and Yui is just nice, so nothing interesting there with her. I will say that Reina sounds like she has the same voice actor as Gretchen from Robot Girl Z. I just thought that was interesting, especially since Reina and Gretchen have similar attitudes, and I still defend Robot Girl Z as an excellent mecha parody anime. So that's pretty much all we learn about the sisters. I'm sure that they do have a deep connection with each other underneath the surface, but that connection did not really shine through in their introduction. Anyway, the sisters are about to go on a date, but then Rena gets distracted by this other girl who beckons her to remember something about Rimgard 12 years ago. Rena is about to be escorted by this guy to something, but then the guy jumps into his mecha suit, Rena jumps into her mecha suit, and they both have an epic mecha battle, just as Yui randomly turns up. Wow, that battle wasn't forced into this episode at all. So Rena defeats this bad guy, and then Rena and Yui hug at the end. That hug scene would have been cute had those two sisters actually have had chemistry with each other, which they do not in my opinion. So yeah, this episode was surprisingly empty. There was no chemistry between the two sisters, the action was forced, and I don't think the approach of mixing slice of life stuff with mecha was such a good call, because slice of life anime requires patience and mecha anime doesn't really require as much patience, so it's kind of a mess in the genre department. I still think this episode was beautifully animated, but the sound design got less attention as somehow Reina was able to hear the bad guy talking normally from within the mech suit with no evidence of an amplifier from the mech. At least I didn't hear one, which made me wonder how they were even able to hear each other. Oh my goodness, I probably won't be reviewing the rest of this series, as it would be painful for me personally to see a well-animated anime have such mediocre execution, but I do want Infinite to make more anime if they are making anime this beautiful, just as long as their future projects have characters with more chemistry with one another, so that their anime has a heart to hold everything up.